afternoon, everybody. It's Ross Gorzhevsky, your host of the Dr. Patrick Flynn Show. It is another Tuesday, 12 p.m. Central Standard Time, and thank you for joining us once again. And today, and as always, I'm being joined by the one and only Dr. Patrick Flynn, a.k.a. the Hormone Whisperer. Like I've said, ladies, and even guys, the guy that can speak better to your hormones than anybody else out there. I promise you this is the truth. The man, the myth, the legend. Dr. Patrick, my brother, how are we doing on this beautiful Tuesday?
I get to speak to a lot of hormones this week down in Poplarville, Mississippi.
Yes, you do.
I'm excited.
Dr. Kelvy and Dr. Kaylina.
Yes.
Is it Kaylina or Kaylinda?
Kaylina.
I had it right.
K-A-L-E-N-A.
I'm sorry. I know this. I don't know why I just went there, but I did. But yes, anyways, he's going down to do the Hormone Connection, ending the battle between the sexes.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we got to just, I know maybe I'm putting, this out there a little before you'd want. What do you have coming up? There's something really special. We were even talking about it in our team meeting. Come on. What is happening with the Hormone Connection?
Well, not only is the seminar getting big, we actually have a publisher that's, actually I had to sign an agreement for a movie deal.
Did you really?
It was kind of funny.
I'll play you.
I had to sign a contract and everything that way because our Hormone Connection book is getting pretty awesome reviews in there. And then the contract that they did for publishing that way, it was like, hey, they want 50% of the rights for a movie deal and stuff. I'm like,
awesome.
50%? I'm like, no.
Hey, I have the perfect person that can play you.
Who's that?
Vin Diesel.
Then we'll take it.
Right.
Let's start with that. He might have to work out a little bit more.
And Bruce Willis will play me.
He's kind of old now.
Who is?
Bruce Willis.
Hey, he's still a good-looking guy.
Oh, he's still great. He's awesome. No, but
I didn't just say that,
what happened is the hormone book, for example, has gotten great reviews. The manuscript is many places right now and stuff. So it's and basically what it is, it came from the demand of people saying, Doc, my wife or my husband didn't come to the Hormone Connection seminar. What can we do? And it's really funny because I've had people say, listen, I'd pay you to do a DVD. And I just can't. It's really interesting. I just can't. I think because, I just got to spread the message myself in a way. I know it's dumb to say that way, but I thought the book would be a wonderful way of doing it.
A DVD isn't bad, but part of the actual impact of the seminar, if it's in your ear, is being there and actually being in that live environment, getting it and hearing not only him personally, but then seeing the reactions from everybody else. It is not only an informative event, but it's also emotional.
Right.
It's the complete experience. So DVD, I'm sure you can watch it in the confines of your own home, but
it's experience.
Go to it.
It's so and remember, and we're gonna have, we'll probably have, close to, thousands and thousands of people this year that I'll speak to that way at all the events across country, and it seems like a little impact, but it spreads pretty intensely.
Yes.
And we've had bigger venues call us to be, to come see it that way. So just this Saturday, it's actually this Saturday in Poplarville, Mississippi.
That's right.
And stuff, and so it's kind of nice. We're gonna hang out down there. I'm speaking at a college that holds a ton of people.
Let's do this. I'm probably throwing this out there just a little bit, but if we can, Nancy, and with Brandon, everybody over at Command Central over here, let's put up a link so that we can actually allow them to go to the website and see where the Hormone Whisperer is going to be presenting ending the battle between the sexes, the Hormone Connection with Dr. Patrick Flynn. He will be coming to a city possibly near you. So with that, let's just take a little moment and say hi to everybody that is watching online. We've got Claire May Stutzman. Hello.
Claire May.
Dr. Sean Illingworth over in Bloomington, Minnesota. How are you doing today, Doc? Celeste Patrick, Amanda Prim Buckner, Sandy Fisher. Thank you so much for continuing to dial in with us every Tuesday. Like and share.
Well, and also, Nancy, put up the YouTube link. We're getting more people. Everybody, now here's what happens. We do the show, honestly, probably on the most inconvenient time. What Fancy Nancy Greasy and I are finding out, do you understand it's better to do it at like 2 o'clock because people back at their desks, and they can throw it on while they're doing their work.
But then that's an opportunity to you for possibly to get a pink slip. Watching us instead of doing your work. But hey, it's the wellness
trust me,
way.
If your boss knew, they'd be fine. No, but what happens is, so that's why we actually do our, Nancy came up with a wonderful name because we do an update on Friday, so she calls it What's Up Doc now. So
What's up,
she came up with that third little brand. But the idea is this is on our YouTube channel, you can watch it. So you can watch everything on our YouTube channel that the past shows, the past quick tips. Also, a host there is our hormone series that we start next week. Okay,
yes.
So what happens is they're housed on YouTube that way. Yes, you can always scroll back through Facebook that way, but they're housed on YouTube itself that way, and you can actually go see everything we do. Because I have a lot of people email say, Doc, I miss your show is on Facebook. I'm like, go to YouTube.
Yes.
You don't have to watch it live. We just like live because we get to connect and get to say hi to everybody that way. You get to say hi to the people that are always watching.
Absolutely.
And once again, I want to tell you this way. I always thank you guys for watching.
Yes.
It's funny. I thank you guys that disagree with me to watch too, because I love your comments. I love your hate mail. I do. It's okay. I welcome it, you know, Sam, and because it's good, because I will answer the question back to you. If you make a comment, I will say something back to you. It has not. This is not about me. Heck,
Right.
you know, I tell people if it's about me, I'm going to Hawaii, sitting on the beach the rest of my
And
life.
I'm going along with.
Yeah, yes, except for this time, my wife will be with me because she looks better in bikini than Ross does.
Hey, that's to be debated.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Well, yellow wasn't my color, by the way.
Yes, got by far. So
once again, we want to really say thank you. That's
we
a horrible
we get away
visual.
with this. We get away. It's our show. We can get away with it. You know what I'm saying? And people always say, I can't believe what you and Ross say. It's our show.
I can't believe what he
It's
says
our
sometimes.
show.
I mean,
we can do what we want. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? I can call you a moron. I can tell you you're an idiot. I can tell you.
You're saying you can say that to me?
No, to the people that are watching.
Gotcha. Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
I would never say such
You know
a
what I'm saying?
thing, but
And it's like, but you know something? That's okay, because if I stimulate you to think and your life goes in a good direction, like I said, you know, that's the big part. You know, we just got done with training right now.
yes, it was a great training again today, and honestly, it's what we do every Tuesday here. Well, actually, no, you're going every other Tuesday
Every other
for an
Tuesday.
hour. We're intentional with our staff and all of the other doctors and their staff all across the United States, dialing in for 1 hour of intentional personal growth and development. And once again, it's not always easy.
No, here I love this. I'm gonna make Ross and Nancy just turn pink. It was great because as you're working on growth, some people won't grow, and Ross got to fire his first employee yesterday. It was awesome.
Well, let's say this. I mean,
People
it's
think, but I want to
awesome,
bring this
right.
up. People think because when you're working on the growth and development that everybody's going to agree with you and everything's
Correct.
sunshine and roses. And I love the Rocky Balboa quote. Well, life is tough,
Yeah.
but can you get hit and keep moving forward?
Yes,
See, the
get
idea is
back
this.
up.
It's
That's
like
right.
people think that just because you know what you do, that everybody's going to love what you do. Even employ people that way. Even people
Yeah.
that you help them grow, but if they don't, my saying, it's not a joke. You got to go.
Yep, you don't grow, you go.
And
it's
I
really
found
true.
out after the fact. I was pretty happy about it.
Yeah, I mean, always we'll give somebody the benefit of the doubt. We'll give them a chance
To grow.
But at some point in time, you're going to have to come to this place where those difficult decisions have to be made.
And the reason why I
What do you
brought this
do?
up is because people don't realize, for example, that once again, that when you're constantly working on growth and constantly trying to get better that way, not everybody's want to. Heck, you
right.
guys know this. You guys know that somebody that's 50 years old, you never let watch your kids. You're saying, because why? Because you're like, why would I put them in that position that way and trust in something I love? Well, what's the difference between a career? What's the difference of friendship? Anything that way. If you know, I get this. Something happened the other day. For you guys that don't know this, I write a message to the whole Wellness Way team. We have a private chat room on Facebook. Okay, I write a message every single day to these guys. Okay, to everybody, just saying something in the mind, putting a motivational thing, getting a little deep on some training that way. Well, Monday morning, I actually went and posted it, and all of a sudden I post it. I'm like, cool. All of a sudden, people that are not in our private Wellness Way chat actually start commenting. I'm like, how are they on my chat? Realized I put it on my personal Facebook, and people started liking and sharing it. And I was like,
it's a beautiful thing.
well, maybe I should start sharing this stuff and being open and vulnerable, which I'm very open and vulnerable that way, but being a little bit more public that way. And then I got some private messages. Doc, you saying about piss off your family and who cares, that meant a lot to me. I'm like,
Because apparently a lot of people out there want to piss off their
Yeah.
family and parents.
I was like, that's awesome, you know? But it just actually
Yes.
made me go, maybe I have to start sharing that with a little bit more. So that's one of the reasons why I even do the show, to give them a little insight that, listen, that
Yes.
during the part of growth and making a company, making a multi-million-dollar company with a great brand that's changing lives, it doesn't mean you're not going to crack a couple eggs.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's okay. You wish people the best of luck, but they just can't be there anymore. That happens with family. If you have family that just don't belong in your life, kick them out. Go in a different direction. Don't take their BS.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And that post, you can change your life at any moment just by one thing, a choice.
A choice. And really, that's what this show is all about. Hey, my voice is cracking a little bit today. It's because I lost it, spending some time with my family on Sunday night watching the Vikings pull off an amazing win. And I sound like a prepubescent girl yesterday. So if it cracks a little bit again today, I am just hitting puberty. But anyway.
Well, most prepubescent girls watch the Vikings. That's why.
Most
Yes,
Did
you like
just
that one?
really? Yeah, that was really good. Well
I don't even
played.
care about the Packers,
Well
but I still had to
played.
say that, you know.
But anyways, I wanted just to point out real quick. My mom is on here. It is her birthday
Your mom,
today.
happy birthday, Pat.
birthday, Mom! I
Yes.
sing, but I sound like Barry White. And I know what that will do to a
I
lot
sent
of
your
the
message.
women who are
I sent your
watching.
mom a message this morning saying happy birthday.
You
that
did.
way. Mhm.
Nice.
Yep.
You beat me to it.
I did. That's because I'm more sensitive.
Oh, you see who's really the girl sitting at this table. So anyways, this is why we do the show, though. In all honesty, it is really, once again, to give you the information to be able to get you to make those decisions in life. Yeah, today could be the day where you really do take control of your own quest for a healthier, happier version of yourself this 2018, because we're still in to the new year. Everybody's out there. They're talking about New Year's resolutions and how they want to be a healthier, happier version of themselves. But my question is, how many of them have already fallen off the wagon? They're back to business as usual, and it'll be 2019 before they ever entertain putting themselves back on the map concerning their own health care.
Well, most people set goals, which we actually just
talked about.
Beat apart. Never set a goal in your life, trust me. Okay, and maybe we'll do a discussion just on that alone.
That'd be awesome.
And the one thing about is this though. People give up on goals within weeks, if not statistically, every person pretty much has given up their goals after 6 weeks anyways. Because once again, there's not an internal change that led to growth.
Right.
And stuff like that. Now, it's a whole nother explanation, but, people say, well, Doc, I hit goals and changed my life. You find out that most of the goals they set are usually financial.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? But at what cost?
At what cost? And I love what you said earlier, too. I mean, here's another thing, too. He also has an Instagram page. You can follow him on Instagram. You can go to Dr. Patrick Flynn. There is also a Wellness Way one as well. And we post a lot of the quotes. We post a lot of the things that are said. There's videos. There's funny stuff. There's great things going on. And one of the quotes that we even posted today from the training was that growth focuses on all areas of life, but goals focus on one thing at a time. And that's just a great perspective to have, because it's like you said, once you arrive at that one goal, what's next? Most people don't have it planned out.
They don't.
So, hey, let's dive into some emails. Once again, thank you for sending in your emails. If you do have questions in regards to a health concern that you or a loved one or someone that you know is dealing with, just like we did last week with the lady who was writing in because she had some concern for a friend who was having seizures and was given 5 to 6 years. She wrote in on behalf of her. You can do the same thing. You can send your emails to askdrpatrick@twwclinics.com. And the one that we have lined up for here, and remember, once again, it's raw and unscripted. Nobody knows the questions except for Nancy and myself, not even this man. So you're going to get a raw and unscripted response. Here we go. I have fibromyalgia. My pain is very low when I'm pregnant and nursing, but as I wean, the pain increases to horrible pain. When I'm pregnant again, the pain subsides. What will help with fibromyalgia symptoms? First of all, explain what fibromyalgia is.
Okay, but before I do that,
yes,
I knew this question.
You did?
Well, remember, because that was the day that Ross was puking.
I was horking.
That's right, he was puking. I adjusted him, he went and puked in the bathroom that way and stuff.
Thanks for that, by
I
the way.
did know this question, but just be honest. Okay, let's start there. Okay, fibromyalgia.
Yes.
Okay, fibromyalgia, for example, is nothing more than just a end-stage diagnosis. Now, if you actually even look at the diagnosis itself that way, fibromyalgia, fibro muscle pain, okay? And by the time you've been diagnosed with that, you're a hurting unit. Okay, because you end up actually going through a severe amount of pain, and then their diagnostic criteria is really just all based on pain that way.
So you're saying it's an end diagnosis, so there have been symptoms that have already presented themselves in the body that
there's no lab finding that distinguishes fibromyalgia. It's actually, for example, it's more of an exam and not really a test. Okay, and you can actually base a lot of it on symptomatology, or what they'll also do is they'll actually rule out every major disease like rheumatoid and other things that way, because the people that have been diagnosed with fibromyalgia are suffering badly, but then they'll go through all of their disease-based testing that way, don't find anything, and there's your classification. So, but once again, there's one thing that they do know is actually a major component of it. The immune system is actually overactive. Okay. Now, not making a mistake, because here's what happens. We covered on my autoimmune thing. The immune system is not making a mistake. What happens is it's overactive, responding to what's going, and it's affecting the soft tissue. Okay, you know, if you actually have like lupus, you have a connective tissue and skin disorder. You have rheumatoid, you have a joint. You have MS, you have neurological. You have Hashimoto's, you have thyroid. Okay, so fibromyalgia is actually that autoimmune process now affecting the soft and smooth muscle. Okay, and that's why they're so in so much pain. So then, if you start really stepping back on this, so here, go over the question because I want you to hear this again.
Okay, so I have fibromyalgia. My pain is very low when I'm pregnant
and
nursing.
There we go. So let's stop right there. Now think about this, guys. The reason why, if you look at the immune system, any inflammatory process, because come back to this. Remember, go to our website and look at all the wellness ways across the country. Every a talk that they do, every office does a talk called the Wellness Way Approach to Inflammation every 2 weeks. Why? It's even the basis for this question. It's basically the basis for every question when it comes to healthcare. Here's what happens. The immune system is when, for example, inflammation is when the immune system is actually doing its job. Okay? So if there's a ton of inflammation and now a destructive process within the soft tissue that way, the immune system now had responded to what's going on that way. Now, the great thing is this. During pregnancy, your immune system is not the same. It can't be. It can't, okay? Think about this, guys. Your immune system rids something that doesn't belong there. It sounds funny. Sperm does not belong in a woman's body. It's a foreign tissue. We actually have patients. I have multiple patients that were diagnosed from Mayo Clinic as semen hypersensitivity.
Interesting.
Do you see what I'm saying? A ton of them. It's very common.
So my wife could be allergic to me after all.
That's not a joke, though. In all seriousness,
Sure,
I know it sounds funny,
I know.
but it does, because that foreign protein doesn't belong in a woman. So therefore, now if the egg meets the sperm, guess what happens? A foreign entity lodges onto a uterus, and the immune system, the body says, "Listen, hold the phone. What we need to do now is change the whole direction of the immune system,
right.
Because if we do not, it will do its job." That's why if you look, women that suffer from autoimmune diseases actually have a harder time getting pregnant because their immune system is so ramped up that a minute a foreign object comes in, it wipes it out. I always ask this question to a woman or a man that has an autoimmune condition. I'll say, how often do you get colds? And they're like, I never get colds.
Interesting.
Well, it's because anything that comes in, it just tears it apart. The only bad part is wherever the immune system is focused on, because the tissue has changed. If it's a muscle, you're going to have fibromyalgia. If it's lupus, your skin and your connective tissue are going to be just torn up because the immune system is doing its job.
Gotcha.
Okay? So during pregnancy, the immune system that AKA would tear it up, guess what happens?
It's different.
It's actually goes to sleep.
Ah.
The progesterone itself. See, that's why, guys, progesterone causes women's immune systems to be suppressed. That's why these ladies that are coming in and taking a progesterone cream, it's natural, doc. Be careful, ladies. Any doctor. You see, that's why all these functional medicine doctors drive me up the freaking wall, because people try to consider what we do as functional medicine. Listen, what they do is they give out hormones like candy, even bioidentical ones. And if you're not doing what's right, which most of them do not, I'll give you a perfect example. Purveya, medical establishment here. They have a functional medicine doctors. And what they do now, for example, is they actually jack women up on bioidentical hormones, and their levels are like, I mean, literally, the majority of women that get them from them are menopausal women. They're jacking them up like crazy in progesterone. Their progesterone levels are really high, and they say, well, don't worry. Progesterone balances out your estrogen, so it'll keep you from having cancer. Actually, it's not true. They're going to cause cancer by that. You can get cancer from high progesterone, too. But what it does, they suppress their immune system. We had a woman come in not too long ago. She was taking a bioidentical from Purveya. Okay, so we're talking, yes, Purveya, if you're watching, stop it. You're hurting women. You're destroying their life. You're morons, okay? So what they do is what they're doing is all of a sudden, she was jacked up on progesterone. And I walked in, I had to ask her, I said, hey, how often do you get colds? She goes, I always get colds. Somebody sneezes around here and I get it. Yeah, because your immune system is suppressed. That's why women, when they get pregnant, they could never have any allergies, and all of a sudden they seem to react to everything.
Sure.
See, that just connected with a bunch of women. I never had seasonal allergies. I never reacted to foods the minute I got pregnant. And here's what happens. The immune system is supposed to transition back after the baby delivers. A lot of women don't. And that's why they end up with a lot of problems post-pregnancy and stuff.
So bioidentical, explain that just real quick here.
Well,
because you're the doc, I'm not.
Well, here's what happens. There's women that will have a full hysterectomy. They need some bioidenticals, but then you need to find the proper doctor that knows the levels you're supposed to be at your age.
There you go.
Well, AKA, our Wellness Way doctors are highly trained.
Yes.
Okay? You go to, for example, most of them. Heck, this is not a joke. I'm going to tell you right now, and I hope he's watching, the owner of Dutch Labs. The lab that I love the most. There is a marker on the lab because of what I did. And I'm going to stand there and take credit for this. Because what they did medically, they deal with mainly medical people, not us, quote, natural people, even though I hate that term. And they were putting women that were menopausal on bioidenticals and putting them up into women that are 25, 30 years old. And they said, well, that's the average practice. I said, I don't care what's the average practice. That's wrong. You're hurting women. And if you don't change and put a menopausal value on there, so the Dutch test, guys, if you've ever had it done, even if you have it done and not done here, the Dutch test has a menopausal marker on there, because I actually fought with the owner and said, not only am I going to actually not use your lab, I'm going public that you guys are doing this. And lo and behold, think I'm joking, share this with the Dutch labs. They won't deny it. Now, why? Because I don't even, and you say, Doc, but you love the lab. I love the lab the way they did it, but when you're doing things that are deceptive and you're doing things that could hurt people, I'm coming after you. You understand? And they did it. They changed it. Now, once again, Doc, well, they're going to be pissed because you said that. I don't care. I don't care if the owner of the Dutch lab didn't like that I said that. I'm going to fight for what's right. Because if they wouldn't do it, guess what? I'll buy a lab myself and I'll produce it myself then.
Sure.
You're saying if there's not a way, we'll find a way.
That's right.
Oh, I'm jacked up today.
He is. He's been jacked up ever since he's been here this morning. Probably at what time did you get here? 2 in the morning?
No. Actually, it's kind of funny. Actually, I got here at 5:30 this morning and stuff like that. And
that's a late morning for you.
No. I didn't say I was up at 5:30.
No, I know.
I said I was here at 5:30.
Like we were talking about over the weekend. Speaking of, wait, hold on. Before I move on to my next thought here, I want to make sure that we cover this in its entirety. So really, as she weans now, the pain increases to horrible pain because her system's going back to...
Yes. So when she weans,
yes,
progesterone levels start to come down and start to go back to that normal non-pregnancy levels.
Right.
And now because the immune system was never addressed, the markers, for example, that caused the attack on the smooth other wasn't addressed, the body's going to go back and do what it was exactly supposed to do. Remove that tissue that's foreign.
Yes. So really her question, what should she do to approach dealing with these fibromyalgia symptoms?
Nothing.
Find a Wellness Way clinic and get tested.
But let's answer the question the way she's asking it. Nothing. There's no magic herb you can take. There's no adjustment that you can do and stuff like that. What you need to do is properly adjust, for example, why the soft tissue has changed, and then the immune system will leave it alone. You understand? Because once again, here, let me give you an example. Let's go back to Hashimoto's. I cover this in my lab, in my autoimmune. The guys, listen, on YouTube, go to my YouTube page, go to the one that I did on autoimmune disease, the quick tip, okay? It blew everybody's mind away. It's gotten almost 50,000 views already across the country because it's a different concept, but it's the right concept.
That's right.
So when people say the immune system makes a mistake, no, it didn't. Your immune system does not make mistakes, okay? Let's do this. Let's even talk about Hashimoto's.
Finish that, though. The immune system doesn't make mistake. Who does?
No,
Who's making
you do.
The mistake?
You make the mistake. Let me give you an example. A receptor. So let's take the thyroid because everybody knows so much about the thyroid. Okay, Hashimoto's. Okay, where the immune system now goes after the tissue. It starts to destroy some of the thyroid tissue. And here's what happens. Your greatest doctors out there say it makes a mistake. Not once ever in any research or medical literature is that possible anywhere. Okay, that's a made-up thing, and I see natural doctors say it, and I see medical doctors say it, I see labs say it, I see stuff like that, and I kind of giggle because really what happens? Let's take the thyroid. The receptors, actually, that where iodine are supposed to go, so the iodine can go into the thyroid, it can make its hormone. Actually, guess what? Mercury itself is actually it has a high affinity for those receptors. So if all of a sudden iodine goes in the cell, and guess what? Now the cell is round and stays round, and it does its job. The immune system leaves it alone. But if all of a sudden something attached to that receptor and now the DNA in the cell changes, the immune system says, you don't belong there. It's not a mistake.
Fight or flight.
Yeah, the body says it doesn't belong here. It's going to metastasize and grow other bad cells, so the immune system rids it. Okay? So the idea is this. So he was like, well, it's an immune system problem. No, it's not. Your immune system is doing just what it was programmed to do. It's just that you got a vaccine, you ate too much processed, crappy farm fish, and you have mercury and stuff in it that way. Yes. And now your thyroid actually attached the receptor that way with mercury, and now the immune system says, you don't belong here, you're different, get out, I'm going to attack you strategically. It was never a mistake.
Yes. I love listening to you talk sometimes because I'm getting educated right along the way. I just want people to actually do something with the information that you're putting out there.
Well, remember,
I say that almost every week, but that's the truth.
Isn't it funny? Because a lot of people, I get this all the time, and I so hope as people watch these shows, these questions stop coming in. Here's the questions. Doc, I have Hashimoto's. What herb can I take? Yes. I could outsell almost every natural provider out there online just by convincing people to take this for this.
Yes.
Because I have a big enough audience and I have a big enough influence on there, but that is wrong. Anybody that says, take this essential oil for autoimmune disease, take this herb, take this adjustment. I'm making fun of chiropractors because I am one, okay? And do this, and this condition is going to resolve. You've lied to the person. You've literally lied to the person. It doesn't work that way. There's no two people that are the same because that thyroid cell could have been changed not by mercury, but by something else.
Sure.
Maybe there's a virus that got into your body. So you could, detox them, and it's not going to help their Hashimoto's. Do you follow me?
Yeah, absolutely.
See, that's the difference. Stop doing this. See, because here's what happens. The Amish, no joke, are the worst than this. People have figured this out, and it's actually criminal to me. What they do is this. because we take care of a bunch of Amish people. And they bring the Amish paper to us, okay? Well, the Amish paper is written a bunch of stuff, but just like any business, they get advertisers. So what they do is they list out 20 symptoms, and here's the magic supplement because they know Amish people use a lot of supplements. And guess what people do? Everybody buys it. Because once again, it talked about, here's I really looked at an ad the other day. And what it did, they were selling this magic supplement this guy produced, and what it did, it said headaches, pain, autoimmune disease. It basically said everything a person could suffer from. And no joke. A new patient Amish came in and said to one of my docs, said, Doc, should I buy this? That's criminal. Do you know what I'm saying?
Come on.
That's ridiculous. Stop it. Stop watching these people's things. And here's my magic product at the end, because this is going to make everything go away.
We're selling it $19.95.
Shame on you.
That's right.
Give people information that they can logically walk through, and then here's what happens. You want to buy something? Buy a test. Do you follow me?
That's right.
Buy a test that can change the direction of your life. And testing can be done anywhere. That's the magic thing about it. Testing can be done anywhere. You don't have to come to a wellness way to get tested. You don't. That's why I try to give as much stuff away free as possible.
Speaking of tests, you have...
Yes.
You have right now a campaign that's going on, and every day at 8 o'clock in the morning, we are posting pictures of poo.
A poop.
Somehow there is
There's
questions.
poop all over because we want your crap.
Trivia. What's that?
I have crappy.
You have crappy?
Is Crappy
let's
here?
put
Where's
Happy-
Crappy?
Where's Happy Crappy?
Bring Crappy right, Crappy.
Put Crappy right
here.
Ooh, look at him.
Lower it right here. Crappy right here.
Right here.
Hi,
Look at that.
Crappy.
It's a nice
okay.
pile of poo.
No, but here's what happens, guys.
It's a test. We're giving away for free.
$700 test.
Yes.
Genova Diagnostics. Go on their website right now. You don't even need to get this test from me. I'm just giving one away free. Do you understand? And a cash price is $700. I'm paying for it. I don't. Here, let me say something. Call Genova. They don't give Dr. Flynn labs for free,
No.
even though our company supplies a ton of business to them. I still don't get it for free. I'm doing this for you guys. Okay.
Right.
Once again, and do me a favor. Go on my YouTube channel, like it,
Subscribe and
share
like.
this.
That's
Do
right.
me a favor. Even though if you've already done it, I want you, and you already did the mornings, if you put a poop emoji in here, I'm going to have Fancy Nancy put your name in twice because I'm
There you
all
go.
jacked up today.
A big poop emoji.
big poop.
So with that, though, once again, it's not just the test that you're going to get. You're also going to get a consult.
Yes, so really, I'm giving you $1,000 worth of stuff.
Because what goes to test if you don't have
here's
someone from the
that's my
wellness way
point.
read it?
Get tested properly.
Yes.
Get tested.
Yes.
I'm that's why I'm trying to always put what labs we do out for free. Get your thyroid tested properly. Do these things properly. The good thing about is most people don't know what to do with it.
Right.
And so then they'll reach out to us, and then I can guide them properly that way. Because then you know what your body needs that way, and it's so important that way. I mean, these Wellness Way doctors, for example, man, I'm so impressed by them every day because they're so intense about their training
Yes.
and about understanding and about actually becoming better clinicians every day. That's why I'm jacked up about
And
it.
that's what, honestly, even today, this morning, Dr. Jesse Anderson from our Green Bay
So proud of him this morning.
office took time out of his morning to train on, what was his focus again this morning? Neurotransmitters. But every Tuesday, they're constantly
Yep.
diving into Zoom calls and online training to push themselves to keep going and building their education when it comes to getting the very thing that maybe you've been longing for
Yep.
a long time, just aren't getting clinical results.
Now, I want to say this. Every one of you guys that are putting
Look
the
at
poop
that poop.
emoji in there, Sandy, Kristen, Pat, Holly, Pete, all you guys, if you keep putting your
Wendy
poop
Shaw.
emoji in there,
Yeah.
do me a favor. If you put a poop emoji, Nancy and Brianna, our intern, and actually we got Noah, get over here. Let's say because his mom and dad are wonderful people.
This is our newest
This is our
intern,
come right in the
ladies
middle there.
and
Right,
gentlemen.
you come right by Crappy.
He's
okay?
focusing in
This
on our
is-
podcast
that's
as
right.
well as doing video
If you want
editing.
an intern, he's 16 years old.
Yes.
16 years old.
Have
this
we
man,
shown Brianna?
I'm telling you right now. I'm going to say it right now. Oh, yeah, Brianna was already up here.
Oh, she was.
I'm telling you right
Good
now.
deal.
This guy is our next president.
He is going to be. He's
He
starting
is-
your own podcast,
That's right. He started his own podcast.
What's it going to be called?
It's going to be called Politically Stupid
Yes.
Podcast.
He is
Politically
our next
Stupid.
president. I'm
Noah
telling you right now.
Tetzner. Look for it.
And here's what happens. Talk about investment. I actually invested my own money and bought him things actually politically, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
He was 14 years old because once again, I saw greatness in this young man. And now, Rossi didn't tell me he applied to actually be a video intern to learn me and
right.
stuff of that so he can get a message out there. He's 16. Don't tell me that, for example, your 23-year-old or 24-year-old has to depend on you for health care and a job. Kicked her out of the house. You know what I'm saying?
Notice
This
he just
kid's
edited
moving.
himself on the fly.
Thanks,
He
Noah.
did a little
Yeah.
wordsmithing there. But once
What a good
again,
man. What
every
a good young
morning,
kid.
8 a.m., check out Dr. Patrick Flynn, the Hormone Whisperer Facebook page for the campaign for Happy Crappy and
Yes.
all that jazz.
Two
to get your
things. Put a
test.
poop emoji in today.
Yep.
2 names go in there because I am drawing it. When am I drawing it?
Saturday.
Saturday. I'm going to do it live. I'm going to do it live from Poplarville because I'm speaking there.
That's right.
So I'm going to pull it live. Actually, I take it back. I tell you back. I'm not going to pull it live. I'm actually going to be on the thing live, and Nancy and Brandon and Brianna and Noah are going to pull it that way, and then I'm going to give the name out that way, so it'll be perfect. So,
well, here we have
fantastic.
6 seconds left. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for taking the time out of your day. Continue to like and share. Get the message of the wellness way out there, but don't just take the information. Do something with it. Go to our website, twwclinics.com, and look for a clinic near you. We'll see you next Tuesday, 12 p.m. Central Standard Time.